Onah bụenwe elimozu otu a. Ndị bịara Mass na-eche ma akpa ha ha. Na-eshi ọnwụ. So suppose na-agwa anyị na ndị niile akpọrọ ha ha as VIP na burial na anyị ga-anwụ according to that order. I will be the first. Maka na ọbụmụba na-ebuzo ekele. We attach importance to useless things. And having said that, I still greet the Deputy Governor and the former Deputy Governor, Barrister Sili Ezilo Batara, during Mass. I have only one disappointment. I saw them get Deputy Governor, Abugo Zomugbar Bogbar, them go Soteru Murungwe. And I was praying, go Soteupi. I know Jack Badat was one day, but still the religious. I thank Father Jude and for his reflection, for his homily. And also thank him for a person as emotionally involved in the life and family of Professor Ozomena. I was afraid he would keep the homily much longer. But he didn't. Thank you, Father. People are dying. Why? People are dying. Tell them. That's our problem. Them who? Okay, Father Jude, I borrow a leaf from you to extend the list. People are dying because market women are selling fruits matured with chemicals rather than being allowed to ripe naturally. Of government, Meraham. People are dying because people will suffer and make money to build houses, and contractors and workers will rubbish their money and they get hypertension. Of government, Nakosaham. People are dying because when they get sick, juju priests, some of them are Catholic priests. Some of them, juju priests, in the name of ministers of religion and pastors and men of God, will tell sick people that when they pray and pay tithe, their sickness will go, instead of directing them to seek medical help. Of government cause rahom. People are spending longer time in purgatory, suffering for a long time, because some priests, with the collaboration of the town church council and pastoral council, deny them Christian religious rights. People are dying, people are suffering, because parents have taught their children they don't need to work and suffer to pass exams. Do you want me to continue the list? People are dying because electoral officers, some of whom are university professors, and the judges sitting down here, install people we didn't elect. Who know they will never be accountable to the people because the people didn't elect them. People are, you want me to continue? Now listen. People are dying because all of us have left the way of Christ. All of us. Actually, the responsible. Now think of what to do differently. To save lives, to make our country better, to make our communities better. Stop the blame game. We are all in this sinking and stinking ship. All of us, from bishop down to the last person. And then we part on the plane here. Now, let us stop blaming others and start working. But I want to draw your attention to one other fact. Where I see Igbo land in the next 50 years is terrible. Because ndị Igbo, we had started a journey enlivened by our natural courage and directed by education and Christian values. Today, Christian values are education, and education are being put as enemies of Igbo culture. Well, ọ bụrụ na ndị jere ezigbo akwụkwọ kara ụka na-achị anyị nwa ha ji achị anyị, mgbe ndị a ji WAEC zitere n'oshi ji achị anyị, mgbe ndị a ji Sutton baa university jiri admi bụrụ professors, mgbe ha ji adị in charge, we go sing we. Now, Igbo people, go back to your Christian roots. That is the only thing capable of saving the real values in our culture. And here I have two appeals to make to Ukehe and Igwebuike. I begin with Nkendi Igwebuike and Marion Igwebuike. Ihe a na-ada na-akụ n'ikoro unu ji etinye ọnụ, unu echele government. You have enough resources in people and connections to solve that problem. But specifically to Ukehe, your relationship with Christianity, especially Catholicism, is such that you had begun a difficult but important job of evangelizing your culture, so that the culture becomes a vehicle of evangelization. You started it with Bishop Michael Eneja, with the help of the late Father Agbo. You continued it with Bishop Okobo, with the help of Father Donatus Eze. If you give up on that job, that was what made you realize you could become an Ozo title holder. Some of you even believe it is possible to Christianize and evangelize the Odo cult system. I don't see how it will happen, but you believe it. Don't give up on that job. Because what our people are reviving now is not culture. It is evil, and it will be our undoing. So be a light here in Ukehe. Prof was Onah. Ebe decay Professor Ozomena, bo second in command to Igwe. So why shouldn't you be leaders in this area? And ndị Igbo sị ndị Mbaise sị onye aka dị ya kwa nwanne ya na ọwụghị ọkpara gburu. Ya aka dị lie na ya na ọwụghị ọkpara gburu ya. Ya bụ, don't wait for cathedral and bishop. Don't wait for deanery. Begin this assignment ka abịa na akọpị nke unu. But I appeal to all of us. Christianity empowers us to do the right thing. If we love the symbols, we can take the symbols and change their meanings. It keeps happening in history. The cross was a symbol of death and curse. Jesus changed it to a symbol of life. Sometimes you change the symbols, but you keep the value. I will give you a funny example. In social life and family relationships, human relationships. Ụmụ nwaanyị ka ụmụ nwoke karịa. They are smarter. In the olden days, when life was very physical and manual labor was needed to survive, the best symbols, signs of beauty in a man for a woman was his stature. Onye gbara dimkpa, nwere ọkpụkpa eka, who could provide for her and the children and protect them. To the point even that they felt no one beer has enough money to feed himself, so he can feed my family. And women got naturally attracted to able-bodied young men. Six packs. But they are still interested in powerful men who can protect them. The interest has moved the value of protecting and providing for them. That value, the symbol is no longer your 6 packs, but the size of your bank account and your position of influence in the society. Women, this is natural. Women are still today naturally attracted to powerful men and rich men. They will pursue him. You can keep the values in our culture and change the symbols. And you can keep the symbols and change the value, their meanings, if that is what you find important. But the way we are going as Igbo people, we are pursuing death, not life. Ozomena nowhere. Ndon, your husband, your father, played his part very decently. He left you a challenge and a legacy. Continue to improve on what he left. Because if you are a child of a professor and you don't become more than professor, and his father was not a professor and he became one, don't think you have succeeded. And this time it is not just professorship in terms of academics, but being a trailblazer in some other area, one particular area in which you are interested. That is the challenge you should give to yourselves. And I believe a remnant of dedicated Christians will still be able to save Igbo land and the rest of Nigeria. Ka mkpụrụ obi Francis na mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwere n'ụgara aga